Okay, so today we are putting a muffler on my 2003 Subaru Forester. This is it. I went with the cheap one. Underneath mine it rotted out right here, so I scabbed it together with the welder. It looks like crap, but it worked to get me through the time, so I didn't have to hear this thing crazy loud. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we got to get those two nuts off. So I PB blasted them. I'm going to heat them up and then I'm going to try to get them off. You can see my awesome scab job, but it worked for the time being, so I don't care. I am no pro welder. So we got to take these guys off. There's one here. There's one here. You can see how everything's kind of off-center. It's because I pulled the whole thing back to make it work for the time being. And there's one up here. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to heat those up and take those out. And then these, basically, you just bend the tab and this should pull out, and these clips have to go on the new one. And then I can put it back in. I'm pretty sure that's how this is supposed to be done, but I know these bend pretty easy, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start working on those. Yes, that's what I'm working on. You can see this. I'm half deaf on that. I can't believe that came off, but it did. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. So what I did, I should have matte gas probably to do this. Spray. I may have to do this a little bit. That might work. Let's see. Crap. That one came out too. Now we're going to start taking these guys off, because I'm sure that'll come apart a little bit easier once I do that. So this is how I'm doing this. So I'm pretty sure these pieces come off of here, so I'll have to look at that afterwards. So this one, go like this. This one. This one looks like somebody already messed with it at some point. So. got a new gasket, so I gotta get all this crap off of here. So these are actually just bolts, so they're just really stuck in there. I think I'm just gonna leave that one. It's loose. Alright. So I'm gonna clean these guys up a little bit. I'm gonna reuse those. So this is the gasket that goes in between. Exhaust gasket. So that goes right up there. I'm going to throw that in a little while. I am first going to put the new one up. So the new one doesn't have the same clips as the old one. These guys clip in and you bend them. These ones just push straight on. That's like most cars. So we're going to just pop this thing up there and try to get them in there. As you can see, they just kind of hang there. They're not going to go anywhere. In the big picture, they're not going to go anywhere. So, and if you look, I don't know if this middle pipe was replaced at some point, but that one has the same style. So my guess is, yeah, that was probably replaced. So now, I just got to clean up the bolts, put the gasket back in, and then bolt these guys back up, and we're done. Some battery died. So I just lightly put these together. I put the lock washer on the one side. Now, it would help if I was going the right way. It's probably the loudest thing on the planet right there. I'm going to take off this cover as well afterwards because it's just dangling from the other side. After I brush these off with the wire wheel, the bolts, they look pretty much fine. One of them is in better shape than the other, but this should be fine for what we're doing. I do think the outside bolt has lost some girth, but that seems to be fine. That should be that. Gaskets in there, they're tightened up. Everything else looks pretty good. So I'm gonna see if I can get this cover off. It looks like 10 millimeters. So let's take that off real quick. I did not to. So you can see I could probably put a big washer on this guy. And that would probably hold it for now. I don't think I'm gonna get that one done. Let me see if I can get that off. If this was just the bottom of the car, I wasn't even worried about this, but since it's next to the gas tank, yeah, I guess we will try to fix it. Whoops. Alright. Okay, so we got a couple washers. I'm gonna make that work. Big one and a little one. It's gonna look a little funky, but it's gonna work for what we're doing. It'll outlast probably the life of this vehicle, so. And I'm not even concerned about the other one because it's up high enough where it's just gonna be out of the way. So, I'm gonna tighten up the other two. So we're just ignoring this one, but it's fine. So that's that. So let's see how this thing. Well, it's quiet. You can see how cheap this is. It wasn't even shipped in a box. Excuse me. It wasn't even shipped in a box. It just came like this with the label stuck to it. You can still see the label stuck to it. So that's that. Nice new muffler. While I'm under here, I'm going to check the diff oil because my car has a nice little leak on that side, and I'm too lazy to fix it. So yeah, so that's that. Anything you see here will be in the description box below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.